Hello, I'm Reggie York. I'm going to make a presentation on how to use Table C.1 for finding a statistic for your data in evaluative research. This table is from a book I have written on the statistical analysis of data for human service evaluation. What this presentation is about, it's helping you use this table. You need to have access to this table, which is available from the book I've written in 2016. Table C1 is in Appendix C for that book. That book contains a set of special Excel files for your use in the statistical analysis of data for human service evaluation. What you need to have done is you should know the structure of your data, such as, for example, you are comparing a set of matched scores for one group of persons, or you are comparing the gain scores of two groups of people. These are just two examples of data structure. You need to first understand the structure you're in, because you'll have to use that to look up the statistic for you using that table. The table starts with the research design you are employing, so obviously you need to know the research design. This presentation makes the assumption that you have some fundamental understanding of evaluative research in the use of data analysis, and you are looking for a statistic for your particular situation. This is about evaluative research in the human services. This means you are conducting a study that is designed to measure outcome for clients of a human service program. There are lots and lots of research that are of a different stripe than the evaluation of human services. This presentation and this table is all about evaluating human services. Now let's look at Table C. That is to say, Table C1. Here is that table. I'm going to make it bigger. For the moment, so you can be in a better position to see the table. Well, there we go. Sorry. There are several different situations here. I'm just going to look down the left side. Situation, there are a total of 9 that is, different situations where you will be guided for finding a statistic. The next column is the research design. You can see that the first design presented is the one group pre-test, post-test design. The next category is level of measurement. Here is a critical one, that is data structure. The first situation, which is situation number 1, you're comparing a set of scores to a single score. So if you have that situation, what this chart is telling you is the statistic that would be useful to you is the one sample t-test. And if you have available to you the Excel files from my book, you could use the one entitled York number 1, one sample t-test, comparing interval variable to a single score. That particular Excel file, as is the case with all of these Excel files, are designed to help you put your data in a very simple way. You simply look at the instructions, put in your data, and look at the proper cells to find the particular p-value for you, and so forth. The last one is the PowerPoint and YouTube lecture. If you have access to the book I've written, you will have a PowerPoint entitled York One Sample T Test, One Sample T using Excel. And once you have that, you can click here for a YouTube discussion by me of that particular statistic. So basically what you need to do is start on the left. If you have the one group pre-test, post-test situation or design, then as you can see, there are two situations where you have interval data, and these are the descriptions of the data structure for these two situations. In one, you have the one sample t-test as the statistic. In another, you have the paired t-test. Situation 3 is also one group pre-test, post-test, but you have data that is measured at the nominal level, and it's dichotomous, meaning it only has two categories, such as improved or not improved, as one example. So you are comparing the proportions of positive measurements for two time periods. In that situation, what you have is the binomial test, and here is the name of the Excel file, and here is the name of the PowerPoint presentation and the link to a description by me of that situation. So as you go down the list, starting with situation number 4, you are using a comparison group design where you have interval data measured at the interval level. In this situation number 4, you're comparing the scores of two groups. And as you can see, the proper test statistic, that is, would be the independent t-test. Here is the name of the Excel file, and here is, of course, the link for getting a description of that situation. So your task here is to find the situation for you, starting with the research design, and then the level of measurement, and then the data structure. Once you have those things in mind, you simply move along to finding the particular statistic that would be useful to you in the special Excel file that I have composed for the analysis of data of that situation using that particular statistical test. So we go down to a grand total here of 9 different situations. So you need to know about research designs and evaluative research, level of measurement, data structure, in order to make use of this particular table. This is the end of my presentation. I hope this was of help to you.